Hi there, Alanna here from Black Cat Knitting Company. I am here with Helene and we've got her Calypso cardigan and we are going to reinforce the button band for steeking. Helene has knit her whole body. Here we have the neckline with the rib. We've got the 7 steek stitches here and she's gone ahead and threaded some spare thread through the edge of the 7 steek stitches, which is particularly helpful down here where we don't have color work, so we otherwise couldn't really see where we're cutting. So I definitely recommend doing that before you reinforce your steek. So you may or may not have a spare swatch sitting around, and if you do, it's a good opportunity to test that your stitches are how you want them. So for us, we have a zigzag stitch, and we're just determining the width and the length of the stitch and the tension on the foot. So for us, we have this swatch and we're going to use that as a tester. So I think that looks good. We're going to use the real sweater now. We've done our test swatch and we are just aiming for, so we've arranged our zigzag stitch. For us, we put the zigzag at the widest width and close to the longest length, but a little bit in from there. And we're aiming to basically go across the last stitch before that little line there, and the second to last. We're trying to cross right over the middle of those. Okay, a couple of my videos apparently didn't work, but essentially here's where we are. We've done 2 passes of zigzag stitches on the first side and just put them right next to each other. So the first one is across the first and second stitch. The next one is basically the second and third stitch. And now we've turned and are going back down on the other side and just doing the same exact thing on this side. Okay, so we've just completed the sewing machine reinforcement. We have basically our 7 stitch steek section. That's hard to say. And we have 2 rows of zigzag stitch on either side. So you can see it quite clearly down here. Zigzag right next to each other, two layers and 2 layers on this side. So this will be a nice strong reinforcement. And we are ready to cut. This is the face of someone who's about to cut their knitting. Very exciting. Okay, I want to say quickly before we start, we got a big piece of cardboard and we put it in between the top layer and the bottom layer of the sweater because the last thing you want to do is cut the back of your sweater. So I recommend that for sure. And then just try to get as sharp of scissors as you can. And here we go.
And that's where you finally cut through the back.
Yay! Looks good. Okay, we have our steeked cardigan. So basically the next step will be to pick up the stitches along here. And we've got all this nice sturdy edge. And that, once we pick up the stitches, that will just get tucked under. And we'll have a nice button band. I wanted to quickly show my version of Calypso cardigan, which has already been steeked and already had the button band knitted on. So you can see under here, those stitches curled under nicely. I plan to cover that with a ribbon. I just haven't done it yet. And then it looks beautiful, smooth on the front. And that's that.